all had a wonderful lunch. And before we start, I want to take a group selfie with all of you. That's something that I try to do every time that I am on a stage. So I'm going to try to fit most of you on here. Thank you. What are intelligent applications? I think you know by now that we are in a new era of computing. We are in the age of AI with the models as GPT-3 and 4 really have changed the game that we now play, and things are moving fast, really fast. And with all of this happening, we should take a step back and take a moment to think about, okay, so how are we using AI and what are we doing with it? But we also have to think about frameworks and platforms that you can use to use your AI and to train it. And then there's SDKs that you can use to integrate it in your applications. So you don't have to do anything from the get-go. So to show you this, I'm gonna upgrade an old application. We wanna include a chatbot in this application, and we wanna see how does the application perform. The goal is that we run fast without breaking things. And you will hear me say that many times in this presentation. So in order to do this, we're gonna leverage a service mesh. And you might think to yourself, what does a service mesh even do, right? It's an add-on or a part of your Kubernetes cluster, which, without changing your application, gives you a lot of benefits. We want to be more secure, upgrade our posture, and in order to do that, we can use mutual TLS or authorizations. Another thing is we want to think about the resiliency of the application. Observability is another big one. We want to make sure that with all these microservices in our landscape, we get a lot of log, we get a lot of application insights and stuff, and we want to make sure that over time we are able to fine-grade those logs and aggregate over it to get the information that we need. So if I now ask the question, do we sell mugs? It will return the same answer as we just had. So let me ask a different question. Do we sell red t-shirts like Scott wears? So it understands that if I say Scott Gu, it understands who I mean. And we don't have the red t-shirts, but we do have other red t-shirts available. So if I close the screen, scroll down, here you see we have the Rosson red t-shirt available. Now we want to make updates to the chatbot. And like I showed, we use Istio within the cluster. So we can do things like traffic split. So what we're going to do is we're going to upgrade to a new launch, but I don't want the customers to see it yet. So I want to make sure that the customers still see the old version, but I want to test with the new version. So in order to do this, we're going to do a dark launch. So what I just did, I upgraded the chatbot to version 1.1, and I made a destination rule for the Istio networking. What we now can do, we can simply go to the chat endpoint, and that will give v1 back to us. Let me see if the pods are ready in the meantime. It's not completely ready yet, so it will continue to return version 1. Yep. Okay, so if we do the same call, we get v1 in return. But if we use this special header, it returns v1.1 to us. So if I am a tester or a developer or someone from the product team that wants to test this before it goes live to our customers, I now can. Because once again, if I do the old call, it will return version 1.